Okay, so I'm starting some quail eggs in the incubator. I'm going to get the better looking eggs and put them in the incubator. I'm not going to do any bob whites. The white eggs, those are bob whites. Now, after I get these, I have the Cortnix and the bob whites. So, after I get the Cortnix hatched, I'm going to do some bob whites. But now, what you can do though, you can just go ahead and start your bob whites. I start my bob whites 4 days. If I'm going to put them in the same incubator, I'll start my bob whites 4 days before I start the Cortnix. Because now the bob whites, they can take a while. I'll tell you, they can take their little time. It's supposed to be 24 days until they start hatching. But I've had some that's gone as long as 28. So, and they just take their time. But now Cortnix, they're usually right on time. 18 days. So you might start seeing those start trying to, what they call pip. In 18 days, you'll start seeing some little, maybe 17 days, and then probably between 17 and 18 days, you'll start seeing them, signs of them getting ready to hatch. So that's what I'm getting ready to do, is put some in there. And today is March the, what is today's day? I still got my calendar on February over here. Today is March the 8th. So, yeah, March the 8th. So, we're going to put these in here, and we're going to put March the 8th as their first day. And then we're going to, I'm going to look on the calendar and see what day that is their hatch date, and I'm going to write it down and put it on the top. I always write it down and put it on top of the incubator. So I'll have it right there handy as to when the hatch date is. So I'm gonna get this set up, and I'll probably just make this a short video. But that's what I've decided to do, and I'm going to try to get some. I want to get some beets planted. I got one row planted. I want to get another row of beets planted in the garden. It's a little early because we'll probably get. But now beets can take a little bit of a frost, so I think I'll be okay. So. But yeah, we're going to do some Cortnix eggs today. Cortnix. It's people spell it different. I tell you, I'm in a group on Facebook. It's quails, but all about quails. And I see that word written different or maybe misspelled. I'm not sure, but Cortnix. Yeah. But anyway, here we go. We're going to do Cortnix. The little bob whites are going to have to wait. I'll probably just go ahead and pickle those. Make little pickle quail eggs. Yeah. So because by the time these get hatched, I'll have plenty more bob white eggs. And I like to have them kind of fresh anyway. So, but yeah. All right, let's get the show on the road here. Get this incubator full. I don't know how many I'm going to do yet. I'm thinking about it. How many I'm going to put, how many eggs I'm going to put in there. Because with more eggs comes more responsibility, because you got to build a pen and blah, 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 So, but anyway, okay, yeah. Okay, well, I went ahead and filled it up. I'm just going to do it, I'm just going, I think it's 36, I think. Maybe more than that. I'm going to have to recount them. But anyway, That's what we got. And if anybody wanted to count them real quick, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I got 40. That's what I counted real fast. I counted 40. So, Lord, it's a lot. But hey, let's just do this. I mean, come on. Let's not make a big deal of it. Overthink it. We're going to get it done. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to see. I'm going to take it and put it. I put it in my bedroom closet where it's nice and dark and quiet. So I'm going to get it set up in there, and then we're going to go from there. We gotta put the hatch date on there. The start date and the hatch date. I always write that down. Okay. All right. Okay. So we got it set up in the closet. We got it plugged in. Waiting for the temperature to get up to, I believe it's 99.5, and that should run several days. Well, it should run up until they're hatched, actually. Several days. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, but then here's another step that we do. And I forgot to write down the start date and the look to see what the hatch date is. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and add water to this right here. Oops, not the B. It says A and B right here. So I'm going to add water to the A. Okay. And it just gives it some humidity in there. It keeps a little humidity in there. Oops, sorry. It's hard to watch it. Watch this and pour it. It's hard to watch through the camera lens, and I'm pouring it on the floor. Okay, so there's that. All right, and I'm gonna go. Let me run in here and write the start day down, and look at the calendar, see when the hatch date is, and I'm gonna tape it on here, and go from there. So it's still the temperature's still climbing. I'm going to go ahead and put this. I'm going to put it right here by the vent, and we'll talk about the vent a little bit later. Once we get, you got to kind of to get your humidity right. You got to kind of hold on here. Okay, so there's my start date. We'll talk about the vent in just a little bit. Okay, so there's my start date and my hatch date. 3/26 is when they should be hatched. And that's the Coturnix quail. Coturnix. Although, like I said, unless people's misspelling it, I've seen it spelled different, but I don't know. So yeah, so the vent here is to regulate the humidity. And right now the humidity is pretty high. I'm gonna leave that vent open. Well, it should be like 40, about 45. But this is North Mississippi, so the humidity stays pretty high, but we should be able to get it down when we just got to kind of. I've just learned that you just got to kind of. Hands are probably dirty from messing with eggs, but okay. Just let's close it and see if the humidity, what happens. It might go up too high. Let's see what it's going to do. No, it's going down. No? It said 58, then it went to 59. If it goes to 60, I know to open it. I think you want it around 45. When if it's not. And also, I should have wrote down the lockdown. You always do 3 days is a lockdown, where, what I'll do is I'll remove the egg turner, and I'll remove the egg turner so they can just, they're on lockdown, so they're just getting ready. They're in the hatching stage. So, and 3 days before the hatch date, it's called lockdown. I'm sure a lot of people already know this, but so yeah. And then the humidity, and once you get to the lockdown, you want to take this right here, take that off, that little cap off. You're going to fill that reservoir. You're going to fill that reservoir up with water and get your humidity up, and go from there. But I got to check on the humidity. It's been a while since I've used the incubator. It's been a year ago or so. So I'm just I believe, or back in, no, it was back in the spring. I mean, back in the fall. Sorry, it was back in the fall. But I know that my temperature is going to be 99.5. It's getting up there. My humidity up until it's time for lockdown is going to be, I think it's around 45. And then after lockdown, I believe, and I stand corrected, I believe it should be no more than 75, I believe. But I stand corrected, and I'm going to find that out. I'm going to research that because I want to make sure I know what I'm doing with my humidity. So, yeah. So, okay. We got 18 days, and we should have some babies. We should have some little babies jumping around looking like popcorn. Yeah, 18 days, and we're gonna have some babies. So, I don't know. I just decided to do this kind of like on a whim, It was just, let's do some quail eggs. All right, y'all, stay tuned. Okay, so I was right about the humidity for the I said 45 for the humidity, 45%, but it's actually 48 to 55%. Okay, is acceptable. Okay, on this incubator, and I was correct on the lockdowns. The lockdown should be 70% to 75%, and I think I said no less than 75%. I think that's what I said before. So there we have it. As long as we can keep it, keep it in the lines right there, I think we'll be good to go, y'all. So 18 days, and we're gonna have them little babies. Yay! I'm kind of excited.